the brief introduction about Ujwal. Ujwal has been working with Kindred. Before that, he was with IBM, and he's a data engineer. So, welcome everybody to this program. A warm welcome to you, Ujwal. Would you like to share something more about yourself before we proceed?
Hi, Sabina. Hi, all. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Great. Uh, so my name is Uzwal, as you have said. I have 13 plus years of experience. I have studied psychology in my graduation, almost 14 years back, I should say. Once I completed my graduation, I moved into a company called Satyam BPO. There, uh, the skill that was needed was English and basic computer skills, how to fix computers and all. So from there, I started my journey from Satyam BPO. I moved to IBM as a technical support representative. I worked there for about 2 years, and then I worked as a team lead. I handled a team for a couple of years. From there, I started. I really wanted to code. I like coding. I do a lot of Python coding and other coding stuff. So I started learning coding to automate my stuff. I was a little bit lazy. Instead of doing 3-4 hours of work, I am trying to complete it in few minutes. So I started writing code into completing my daily tasks to complete them in a faster way. So from there, my journey started. I started learning different technologies, different programming languages, clouds, and all. Uh, I moved to data science. I really wanted to move to data science, and now I'm into a profile called data engineer, where this is a profile where we identify and work on large amounts of data. So that is where we work on that data, and we do a lot of artificial intelligence prediction and all. So that is my daily work. That's about me.
Okay, thank you. Welcome to the program, Ujwal. So let's start with your first question. So I know that you built, this IT career without any formal engineering kind of a background or without any science background. So is it possible for people to take up that kind of a path?
Absolutely, absolutely. You see, if you take any other career, you do not say you want to be a pilot. You cannot go on to YouTube or any learn from it from online. Okay, IT career or IT resources that you have now compared to past 10 years ago. At some point, we didn't have resources where we can just watch a video or get an online instructor to instruct us. Now we have those opportunities. I had to travel 15 kilometers just to go for 1 or 2 hours of training into the
Yeah.
city, or to a place where we have to learn. I mean, you have hubs, learning hubs, right? For every city you have certain hub where you have all the learning like training institutes. So I had to travel 15-16 kilometers every day to learn those technologies, and we pay for it. That is the main part of it, is that you needed to pay for all the technologies that you're learning in a classroom. Now that is changed. Now it is you have everything in your phone itself. You don't even
Right.
need to switch on your laptop. You just go to YouTube, and I'll tell you a very small this thing that I'll tell you how YouTube is used in my daily life. uh, my kids are small, so they have a lot of these projects. So they want me to make a small flower, which I don't know. All I needed to do is go to YouTube and get some information, and I was able to
Right.
at least bake a small flower for the kid. So YouTube, you have got all the opportunities, all the learning opportunities, all the technologies are very clearly explained over there. Other than
Right.
that, yes, there are professional training, online training, like Udemy, Oriali. There are a lot of them, and there is. I will, as a IT engineer, I'll tell you one thing. There is no, like, you have one skill that you want to excel, there is no one training for it. There are different people giving the same training in different ways. You
Right.
have an Indian giving you a training in a different way, and then you have an American citizen giving you in a different way. The same training material, but you've got so many different learning opportunities.
So you're saying that if we keep that, curiosity going, and we keep that, um, kind of a skill of learning continuously, it is possible to get into something that you have your heart set on. So it's not necessary that you have to come from a specific background.
No, there is no specific need of coming to from a specific background in IT. Again, it has changed last 20 years, 10 years. At 20 years back, they needed only engineering students, and there were
Right.
very few engineering students that were there.
True.
That changed to some math, BSc computers, or some kind of MSc computers. That is what it changed. Now, if you want to get a job in Google, if you have the skill that they want, they do not look at like whether you are 10th pass or 12th pass. It doesn't matter. It matters
Okay.
is skill. Can you build what they are looking for? Can you solve the problem that they are looking for?
Great. So that brings me to the next question. So how do you keep learning? How do you keep updating yourself? Since you said that you have to constantly be on par, because I'm sure a lot of people will agree that technologies are constantly changing. Like I remember when I was a child, we had a big box that we used to watch things out of, right? And right now it's just on a small phone that we watch a lot of things. So technology is constantly changing. So how do you keep up with such changing technologies?
Uh, yes. See, one thing that I would tell you is, if anyone wants to choose a career in IT, uh, you need to keep learning. It's not that you have to learn 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day, but
Mhm.
say you are an administrator, you have to keep learning. If you do not learn, you're stuck in the same position. The job skills also are changing. It's no more like only a SQL administrator or a Python developer. Only that. No, the job skills that they are looking for, multiple technologies, multiple languages that they have to learn. uh, it's not very hard, that I would say, but if you keep continuous learning, then yes, definitely you can achieve a good job.
Okay. So at this point, I'd like to invite all our viewers. Welcome. I can see a lot of people logging in. Right. Okay. So as we welcome each one of you into this program, I'll just move on to the next question for you, Ujjwal. So there are many certifications that's available online, and there are a lot of certifications that people keep doing. I know in Hyderabad there's a specific place that we do these certifications. So what are the important certifications that you think that one must equip themselves with? And do they
Right.
actually hold value, these certifications?
Yes. So certifications. Now again, you made a point there, mentioning that we have to go to a particular place. I mean, that is again 10 years back. That is again 10 years back, where we had to sit in a exam institute and do your certifications. It's no more the case. It's all online. You get into a room, you get in front of the camera, and then you have the exam is released to you, and you're doing your online exam. And
All right.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, there are many certifications, many certifications. Depends on what job are you looking in it is not just coding or data science or artificial intelligence. No, there are many jobs, there are many different jobs. There are project management jobs, there are administrative jobs, there are IT support jobs, you have data science, cloud certifications. Now, especially certifications like Google cloud certifications, because everything is moving to Google cloud now. Everything. Now, data science and AI, this is also again like 3 to 4 years back. It is not new. It is it,
Right.
it is has been there, but the boom was only 3 4 years back. Now that data science was happening on the regular servers. Now it is happening on the Google Cloud servers or maybe Microsoft Cloud servers. So what these organizations have done, even Kindle also, IBM also has done, is whatever the cloud that they are maintaining, say Google Cloud, they have developed certifications based on those clouds. So certification based training, if you do, you can get all the resources on YouTube, you can get a lot of reading on Google. You complete say one good certification like cloud architect. It's a tough certification, it's a professional certification. uh, a good person to understand and complete that certification, a Google cloud architect certification, will take at least 6 to 8 months. Now,
Oh,
does it
okay.
hold value? Does it hold value? Yes, definitely. Maybe you are a fresher, you have completed that certification. Say I have 10 freshers coming in for interviews. Who do I choose? A person with certification. It is something like a qualification or a certainty that this person has knowledge on that particular skill, right? So choose these certifications and the learnings based on those certifications. What they are offered, the certification is where your career want. uh, yeah.
So, when you talked about these certifications, is there a specific place that we can look up for the latest certifications that's currently hot in the market in the IT world?
Whatever you just said, you just Google it, and you will be able to identify what are the different certifications, what are the what importance
Current.
those values, and what is the path. I mean, see, it is not just like they're releasing the certification, they also have the material online available for you to read. There are video trainings that they give, free video trainings, Azure, Microsoft,
Mm-hmm.
Google, where you can find those trainings. You understand the curriculum that they're giving, then
Right.
prepare for the exam, and then approach for those exams.
Okay, great. So apart from these certifications that you've talked about, and they do hold value, and there is a space that we can look up for these certifications. And like you said, that if there are two people who are coming in for an interview, the person who has a certificate will have an edge over the other person. That brings me to the next question. Is there any other skill that's required apart from these technical skills, these tech skills that, you know, is like a must-have for people who want to enter this space?
Absolutely, I would say, see, I respect my mother tongue. Everyone respects their mother tongue, but then uh, if a particular language is feeding me, is my bread and butter, that is what I should choose to learn. English is a language that you will have to start from day one till
Mhm.
your career is completed as an IT associate or IT manager or IT leader. So English, again, resources. I do not know any English. Trust me, I learned from a village school,
Oh,
English medium though, but you can understand how much English that they speak. Then from there, I slowly started learning, and I mean, I kept only 2 to 3 months to learn English, and from there, it is a constant journey. The language is constant journey. You should keep improving it. It is like, oh, okay, I know it very well, but there are words which you still cannot comprehend. So English is very, very important. Another reason that English is very important is because, say for example, I build an AI code, a very
mm-hmm.
big AI code, a 3000 line AI code, but I
Okay.
do not have comprehending skills. I do not know how to tell people how to use it,
Mm-hmm.
what exactly that application does, or what AI capabilities has. So
Okay.
all that is, again, is either writing in English, or reading in English, or you're doing everything in English. So English communication skills are very, very important, and those gain you points in your interviews.
Absolutely. I
The better
couldn't.
you speak, it will give you. Other than that, uh, Yeah. Other than
I
that,
agree with you on the communication skills on the English bit because of late, when I go to different companies and I do my consulting work, I've seen that a lot of people come from the two-tier and the three-tier kind of cities and they struggle with English. So here's a tip that I'd like to give people who are watching us from different rural areas, that reading, writing, and speaking is something that we need to do on a daily basis. And I completely agree with you, Ujwal, that it's something that we have to practice on a daily basis, right? It's like
yeah,
how you eat. You have to, practice the English. It's not like some theory that you've got it and it's done and dusted. It's something that you constantly need to polish to be able to master the art of speaking. Yeah.
yeah,
Is there anything
and
else that you'd like to share?
I would like to say this about typing skills. I mean, we all use our laptops.
Yeah,
Everyone on the viewers, everyone, this generation has used laptops, but we
absolutely.
never put our minds on typing skills, where you are thinking and typing rather than you are seeing and typing. That is one skill that I would really like to tell people to pick it up. It only takes 2 to 3 months. Just take like 15-20 minutes of practicing the keyboard. You can use YouTube as your learning resource, and pick up those small skills. These are very small skills, but see, a lot of leaders, a lot of coding people as well, they do see and write it. It is nothing wrong, there is no limitation to it, but it is a skill that you have learned, and it would be with you all your life. Just like English language, it would be with you all your life. uh, Apart from that, yeah, see, if you want a career in IT, it is always certifications and learnings and how good your skills are.
Okay, great, great. So that brings me to the next question. So, do you think we need to encourage people to join this kind of a stream, the IT space, and have a career in the IT world?
Yes, definitely there are many advantages, I would say, many
Okay.
good things in IT. Uh, I would like to start with monetary benefits, because ideally a lot of people have this conception also that IT people earn a lot of money. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They do earn seven figures as well, six figures as well, seven figures as well. More than that in a month. So yes, they do, but their skills as well matter. A good 20-year-old experienced architect earns good amount of money, but as a fresher, no. I want to keep it very clear in terms of
Mhm,
monetary or salary. But
mhm,
yes, you gradually grow, you keep learning the number of skills. It's just like pilots having number of license. They have
yeah.
one particular flight license,
Or
they are paid.
the driving
Yes,
hours that
the
they
number of hours.
the flying
So
hours.
it's like that. The number of skills that you have, cloud skills, data science skills, or maybe administrative skills, project management skills. That is one. Another thing that I would say is work culture, and work culture in IT is very, very sophisticated and very, very good. That I have seen in my 12, 13, 14 years of experience. I have seen a very, very good culture in the companies. You already have outings. You are always into meetings where people are encouraging you to do different things. You have fun activities. Uh, you have a lot of learning opportunities, different learning opportunities. We have clubs in our organization, like
Wow.
tennis club. I'm part of a tennis club, and then you have cricket club. uh, uh, it's very good. Apart from that, I would really like to specify about job security. A lot of people, I mean, especially remote, oh, it's a software engineer, they think, okay, there is harassment there, their women are not safe, all that. But trust me, it is very, 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 very minimal. It is 0.001% is what somewhere happens. And there are very bridges, there are very big
Mhm.
bridges when it comes to harassment, irrespective of gender or anything. race, gender, or whether you are old or this. If there is an issue, a sexual harassment, a BCG violation, business conduct and guidelines violation, it is very, very serious matter. It is never taken lightly.
Mm-hmm.
uh, we always have an ethics helpline. All we need to do is, we have an issue, we pick up and we call them. We
Right.
do not need to talk to the second line manager about something about your manager. No, you just pick up your ethics helpline and talk to them.
Great.
Apart from that, IT, I would say, see, the more you learn, the more opportunities that you get. And
Mm-hmm.
there is, like, every year there is more than 28-30% of increase of jobs in IT.
Wow. That's good
uh,
news.
that amazingly increased jobs that we find in terms of IT, different IT jobs, not specific to one this thing. We I was going through a particular article where it was mentioning how 86% of hike, more
Wow.
than 1 lakh jobs, especially in India, for data engineers. I'm just talking about one particular aspect of data science. It's data
Mm-hmm.
engineering, where
Mm-hmm.
86% just last year, 2021, and that too after COVID thing,
Mm-hmm.
there are 86% of increase. So there are many opportunities. That is one very
Great.
good advantage about IT. Uh,
Great. So there's a question from one of our viewers. Are there any opportunities to work abroad?
Absolutely, absolutely. See, IT, I would divide IT into three different categories. One is a service industry, where you're supporting a client, you are providing services to the client. The other
Mm-hmm.
is a product industry, where the say Coca-Cola is a product industry. Walmart is the retail product industry. So you
Mm-hmm.
work for that industry, and you are only working on that particular industry's data, or support, or like that.
Right.
You have startup. I would say startups. A lot of startups have come up in India as well as
Right.
abroad. They also are hiring. Apart from that, we have freelancing opportunities as well.
Mm-hmm.
So here, when we talk about opportunities abroad, yes, opportunities, again, it depends on process to process. Okay, more opportunities that you get when you choose product-based companies.
Mm-hmm.
Product-based company, basically any company which is producing any product, but you are working as an IT expert to that. So just in a layman's term, that is how I will put it.
Mm-hmm.
And those product-based companies, it is much cheaper for them for you to work in abroad rather than in India. So what they do,
Right.
they ask you to, they give you on-site opportunities more than
Mm-hmm.
service-based. But yes, there are good opportunities based on your skills again, how well you are
Okay.
able to interpret with people. That is very important.
Right.
On-site opportunity is not just based on skills. On-site opportunities has needs people skills, because you are going to a different country and you
Mm-hmm.
have to work with different mindset. See, in India, we work with a different mindset. Okay, 9 hours of work, this is what we have to complete, these are the calls. But they work in a different kinds of mindset. There sometimes you have to explain them in a layman's term, so that they understand things.
Correct.
So a lot of skills come into picture when it comes to you getting chosen for abroad opportunities.
Okay. So what I understand from what you just shared is usually product-based companies will have these opportunities for one to work on site. So on site is basically working abroad in the
Yes,
home country wherever it's being produced or manufactured or developed, right? Okay, great. So that
yes,
brings me to another question, that when you mentioned that you need to keep yourself updated and stuff like that, would you be sharing something for our viewers later as to currently what are the technologies that's hot in the market and where they can Google, etc., and get information more about the technologies? And if somebody is also fresh into this space, how do they build on their experience? Because I might just have the theory, okay, and will I get hired for just knowing the theory? and how do I, you know, ensure I have some experience?
Yes. So here, when you're not just learning the theory. Okay, when you are learning, you will work on your laptop. On experience, I agree. Job wise experience, I agree. But when you're writing a code, you're writing it on your laptop and you're practicing it. Um, you can pick up a lot of things based on what you're learning and based on what your goals are. Based on that, you can pick up a lot of learning. Sorry.
Hmm. Okay, all right. So here are some more questions. I encourage the viewers to keep posting questions. I'm not a BTech graduate. I'm getting only data entry jobs. Okay. And what choices are available? How can I upgrade?
Uh, yes, this is where I come in. I should say, if you're not a BTech graduate, don't worry. Start learning by basic skills. As I said, start learning how to improve your language skills, how to improve your typing skills. I would especially say. Apart from that, start take up a particular certification because you know how to handle your computer now. You're working in a data entry job. You know you know how to handle your laptop. You know how to use your laptop. So start with take up a certification. Find all the resources, download, read them, continuously do it for keep a target of 3 to 4 months. The certifications also cost very less compared to some of the certifications, Google and Azure certifications. Professional certification will cost you about $200, less than $200. So which comes up to about
What's the duration? Sorry, what's the duration of these approximate duration? Is it a
for
self-paced
exam.
learning for these
Self
courses?
self-paced learning. Yes, see, it again depends on you where you are right now. So you are completely new to the computer and you don't know anything, then it will take a longer time. But as one of the viewers said, he has data, he's getting data entry job. So
Correct.
he's working, he knows how to handle his laptop. So start working
Correct.
on your Python or Java, some programming skill which you can do it on your laptop. You can go through videos and you can start working on basic programming skills. You can choose a certification from Google, like a cloud architect. Start working and understanding different concepts. A professional certification for a fresher who has not much got experience into IT will take at least 3 to 6 months. Again, depends on how many hours you are learning.
So, what is your take? How many hours do you think this particular viewer needs to spend um, in a day?
How
Approximately.
fast do you want to give the certification? How far? How dedicated I am to the towards that goal? So, say, let me give you a Python language. It's a programming language.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very useful language, just like how I talk about communication skills. That's a very useful language. It has a lot of libraries. Uh, but for understanding the basics itself takes at least 1 to 2 months. Now, if you want to do cloud certifications, see, put your level bar higher. Don't try to do fundamental certifications. That is a path that you will take. So you complete your basic fundamental test, and then you complete your associate level test, and then you complete your professional level test. So that is a path that you take, but always keep your goal at the top one. See, you want to be motivated, go to Google and say, what is the best paying job that I've got in IT? And then you take that particular skill, see what is the curriculum, what can I
Right.
learn, what are the resources that I have got. And there are a lot of people who will help you in terms of learning. But I would say, yeah, especially to youngsters, I would say change your learning mode. Ideally, from our kids days, we are taught in a classroom. We
Mm-hmm.
need someone to instruct us, tell us that okay, you have made a mistake. Okay, what happens? I'll address to that question. So I want people to change their learning mode. Don't wait for someone to answer your query. That is what we have been doing in our all our life, all 15 years of education. Okay, if I make a mistake, my teacher will correct it or my instructor will correct it. No, take the error, go to Google, take the error, speak to people, fix the error, resolve problems, keep your bar
Mm-hmm.
high, and I think that way you can get a job. Yeah, all they are
Okay.
looking for is your. Uh, we had a question, one question before.
Yes,
Uh,
we had a question before this. I'll see if I
yeah.
can get
So
that back.
Kaushik, which programming language
Kaushik,
other
yeah.
than Python is important? Are there any IT
So,
related
which
skills?
programming language other than Python would you say is important? Are there any other IT related things to learn that would boost the chances of getting a high paying job?
Absolutely. See, Python is a programming language. Okay, it is something like English. I want to interpret something. I use English to talk to people, to answer the queries. The same way Python is used to answer the queries, to solve problems, to talk to the computer. Okay, that is like, that should be your part of skill,
Mhm.
the list of skills that you have. And what are the other high paying jobs that are currently in market is data engineering, data science, machine learning engineer, artificial intelligence engineer. They have good initial packages to, if you have good experience, they go up to 45-50 lakhs as well. I mean, depending on experience and what kind of skills that you have. These are some of the top paying jobs. How, from there, the next level of jobs would come up, like cloud architect, systems architect, infrastructure specialist, IT leader, CTO. These are the higher level jobs, which would be the next level jobs.
All right.
So choose your job which way you want. Hi.
So another question. I hope Kaushik that has answered, was able to answer your question. So we have another question from Nafi. I am a BTech ECE. I had learned .NET in 2017. After that, I worked as a teacher. Do I have any chances to go into the IT field? Very similar, on similar lines.
Oh, you have, yes, definitely, Nafi. So definitely, you have a very good background, BTech, EC, Electronics and Communication Engineering, uh, which needs a good amount of mathematical skills. Um you have learned .NET. uh, .NET is used basically in application development. uh, I would say you worked as a teacher, but it is again a starting of your career. So pick up a cloud certification or a data science certification, or any kind of a training in data science or cloud certifications, and start applying for the jobs. You should be able to get, but only that they would be considering you as a fresher.
Okay.
So that it would be. So, but
Right.
yeah,
There's another
again, one more thing that I would say is, don't see, your resume should have multiple skills. Remember that if you have learned .NET, it is not very hard for you to learn Python. It is not really hard for you to learn any other technologies. So don't just keep yourselves to .NET. Please do learn different technologies. When you build your resume, you should be able to talk about those technologies. I'm sure you will do really well.
All right. Nafi, I hope that has answered your question. I see that there's another question from another viewer. I joined late. I'm told I cannot get anything other than data entry jobs if I'm not an IT or CS graduate. Is this true?
No, I am the example for it. I am a MA psychology graduate. Have come When I started my career, I completed my bachelor's in psychology. I moved as a just like you, doing a data entry job. I started my career with a technical support, as a technical support representative. I used to support US clients. From there, I started building and learning, and it's been 10 years. It's a long journey. Uh, yes, you can definitely get it. You need to be a little patient about it if you're not from IT background. It'll take a little longer journey than the regular people, but yes, it is completely achievable.
All right. IT courses from another viewer. IT courses are very dynamic. By the time I complete one course, there is something else that's there, and I need to be proficient in it. Is there something that is constant? One course that is timeless? Interesting question.
This is the answer that I should start with a no. Reason is, see, there is no constant one stop shop training that you can complete. uh, i have uh, I have completed about 35 different certifications, professional, fundamental, and uh, uh, associate level certifications. I study about an hour and a half in a day, and it is because IT itself will needs that. Okay, IT jobs itself, as I said, you are not hired only for one skill now. You are hired for multiple skills. So it is the opportunity, that is the advantage, and as well as disadvantage in IT. I would say the opportunities and competitiveness in IT is very high. So you need to keep learning. It's a good thing that you have started a course. So I can give you a simple tip. See, we practice a lot. Keep practicing. Whenever you get time, we keep on watching a lot of Facebook and other videos, or mostly reels that we flip. Take like 20 minutes to watch a technical video, a path of videos where you have watched yesterday. You have watched one video which is of 10 minutes. Today you're watching a video which is of 10 minutes. The whole week you have completed 7 or 8 videos, and in the weekend you just sit and try to practice the basics of it. Trust me, in no time you will be able to learn many technologies like that.
That's very
And
interesting.
very important for you to learn different technologies. It is never like, see, I really wanted to be a data scientist, and I started it 4 years 6 years back. uh, it is not, I was like shocked when when I saw, like, I open a particular job requirement. There are about at least 20 requirement different skills that they are looking for, not just one. So
Hmm.
remember this: whatever you are learning, it is never waste. Whatever that you are learning, whether it is little, whether it is big one, or a good 3 months program that you have learned, you think that it is gone for waste and I'm not getting a job. Trust me, once you get a different kind of a job, that same skill will be used in this particular whatever that you have learned. So keep learning, keep small trainings. Don't try to do 1 year old trainings. Do 2 months, 3 months, some 1 week trainings. We have another.
Yeah, another question from a viewer. How to stop getting distracted by social media? How to focus more on learning?
Uh, yes. Even
So that brings
I
me to the
have.
question that I actually wanted to ask you that it's on very similar lines. Whoever has asked this question, I wanted to ask a question to you, Ujjwal, is how do you keep motivating yourself? I mean, I know that you're in the space that requires constant learning, constant upgrading, and you need to be relevant to the market. So how do you ensure you do this?
Uh, I'll answer both the questions what you have asked, how I do it, and how the way you can try. Is the first thing is you yourselves. Stop getting distracted from the social media. It is you yourselves. uh, Make it a habit. See how many hours of you know videos that you're watching, or maybe Instagram flips that you're watching. So we have an another of time, like, okay, I relax in the night around 9 o'clock. I eat my food, I'm done, and then I start watching about 2 hours, 3 hours. and then I'm still saying that how do I get out of it? It's very simple. I mean, don't stop it completely immediately, but take time. Whatever you are watching, take that time and see if you can add something from the technical learning perspective. You watch
Right.
an hour of YouTube, Instagram reels, as well as do like 15 minutes of skills training, any skills training. It really doesn't matter. You do not have to immediately practice it. You practice it later, but you know that there is a particular technology which is called this, and the work of that particular technology is this. So take out those 10 minutes, 15 minutes of time out of that social media, whatever that you're doing. And another thing that you should focus on is take out specific times, especially in the mornings. That is why I pick up learning in the morning, because you're more focused in the morning. The moment you get up, your mind is already active to do a lot of uh, be it household chores, or be it office work or calls, or you're very active in the morning. So take out that 15-20 minutes of time. If you are not like that, your biological clock does not work like that, then take up 15-20 minutes in the evening.
Right.
So that
Right.
will help.
Right. That's very nice as well. That reminds me, there's a very nice book that people can, read, Atomic Habits. And that is also going to, to give you insights as to how to build a habit. Because, right, what you said reminds me of building a habit. It's a habit that we need to create. Although we're doing our entertaining, we're just sliding in something more productive and useful, along with it, so it doesn't feel like a deprivation completely that, oh my God, I'm deprived of my entertainment, but you kind of just slide that bit in. That's nice. We have Seema asking a question. What are the prospects for gaming in the IT industry?
Uh, Gaming has become a very uh, big part of IT nowadays, especially mobile gaming. There are a lot of small games. There are youngsters who are building a lot of mobile gaming applications. It's just building and releasing it. You can also build it. I mean, you take up a course and start working on building a game. You literally can go through a video from YouTube. I have tried that. Not my side of profile, but I just wanted to see how that works. You can also build it from your end, publish it in Google Play Store. But otherwise, as a job, uh, what I feel is gaming industry has got a lot of potential,
Mm.
because the subscribers, just like we say Facebook subscribers, the gaming subscribers, the industry is developing a lot. So getting a job in itself has different jobs in gaming also. It's
Right.
designing, it's a storyline that someone is building, sound effects, and
Oh,
the developer who is working on it. uh, you just see, take a small Candy Crush game, and you have so many, it makes so many sounds and everything. This is they do a lot of data science as well in the background. So it is not, gaming in IT industry is not like one stop, like you develop one game and then you publish it. It has become a complete cocoon where you have everything into it. Every part of IT is supported in gaming industry these days.
okay. That's
Yes, you can
interesting.
try learning some good gaming side as well, uh,
Okay.
developments from Google as well.
All right. Great. So, in case somebody wants to restart their career, okay, and because
Mhm.
we have a lot of parents also watching and somebody young professionals, suppose you were in a different line altogether and you want to restart your career, what's to start career later in life. We've just seen questions from people who are just starting the career, but say for example there's somebody who's spent 10 years doing something else and wants to restart their career in this space. Is that a possibility?
Uh, yes, there is a definite possibility. It is not like you cannot take up IT career if you are from say you are a civil engineer. It is nothing like that. You can take it up, but the experience also matters. Now, if you have already worked as a in some other career, your salary is also at a higher side. So
Bracket,
you
yeah.
have to compromise to a point, see how you can do that. And if you are at a managerial level and all, then you can try some skills and try to get opportunities at a managerial and leader level. If one way you can change your career into IT, if you're really like want to do it, then be in your current job. Don't move out of your job and start learning. Be in your current job. Take out 2 to 3 hours every day. Start learning different skills. And once you think you're equipped with good programming skills, or maybe data science skills, cloud skills, any skills, then you start applying. If you get it, then there is a good chance that you would get it, because you are already a experienced guy. You are not like a fresher kid who is coming into who we have to train from scratch, right?
Right.
So yes, you can change, but be careful before you are changing. That is very important. Stay in your job and complete your trainings, and then you can try the opportunity.
Great. Great. So, Ujjwal, how does your typical day look? So you're a techie, people will call you a techie. So if so some of us might want to join this line. So can you just give us a little insight into how your day would look?
uh, a little busy, I should say, a little hectic, but I keep it going. Um I'm a single father. I'm single father of 3 kids. So I'm single father of 3 kids. My wife expired a few years ago. Uh, I went into clinical depression. I was treated with clinical depression. At that time, I did my bachelor's of psychology. So I thought, we both started our master's in psychology journey.
Right.
What I understood is, the standard practice that we see is exercise. We suggest exercise for most of the depression disorders. So
Mm-hmm.
I was given medicines. I used medicines for few months, but from
Mm-hmm.
there I thought, okay, let's start with workout. So I generally get up at 6 o'clock. I go for a quick run in the gym. I come back. I start with cooking basic tiffin and all.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 kids, so they get ready, and it's all running in the morning. After
Mm-hmm.
that, got 1.5 hour of learning in the morning. So I focus on that every day morning, so that I keep my goals every 3 months, 6 months to complete specific certification. So I keep training myself in the morning. Then the office work starts. It's everyone thinks that it's IT industry takes up to 16 hours, 18 hours of work.
Yes.
No, it is not. It is never like that. uh, uh, at least if you ask me, your work hours are 9 hours. You're expected to work 9 hours, not more than that. Yes, you will not have 9 hours of work all the time. uh, Depends on how fast you are able to complete your work.
Mm-hmm.
So once my work is done, uh, see, it depends again. See, if you are working in a competitive environment, you want to do it, or you are presenting to the client tomorrow. We prepare everything. It might take 9 hours, 10 hours, but we from our end, we do that. uh,
Right.
so I, in my profile, it is very rare. Otherwise, like, if we want to talk to US clients, I go
Mm-hmm.
to 2 hours of gym in the evening. That keeps me active, actually, and motivated, because whatever the frustration that I get, I take it out on the gym. The more weight, the more push that I get. I'm like, okay, aaj doodh burn ho gaya, and I'm frustrated about it. I go to the gym, and then I'm like, I'm
Take it
pushing
all
more
out.
and more
All
weight.
those.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
we come
That's
back
something.
in the evening. I sit with my kids for some time. Uh, I, I do homework with them, like whatever the homeworks that they have got. I get, especially I get good 9 hour, 8 to 9 hours of sleep. I try to sleep as much as possible,
Mm.
because I get a good sleep because you
Mhm.
are working out. If you are working out, it's definite that you get a good sleep. So, and
Mhm.
you're very active in the morning.
Mm.
So keeps good diet and good exercise keeps me going.
And I can see it all on your face, Ujwal, like the name suggests, you're glowing. And thank you for also sharing this with us and enlightening us. And it's really impressive, um, the way you're getting to do these things. And sorry for your loss, but it's really commendable to see that you're handling, the three kids single-handedly, plus ensuring that you hit the gym. And whatever frustration all of us go through, bouts of frustration you have, you just let that go out in the gym, which is quite healthy to do when you spend time with your kids. And also, you're constantly learning and improving and upgrading your skills, which is quite nice. I hope our viewers will get to take a leaf or so from your life, which will. So this brings me to the next bit. There are times when, all of us go through this, and even I go through this. We start something off with the big bang. Yeah, I want to do this and I want to kill it. And this is my next goal. But somewhere down the line, it just fizzles out. The enthusiasm also dies. So, how do you ensure that your motivation levels and your enthusiasm is on the peak or at the peak at all times?
Uh, yeah. See, when you're starting something, don't think that you have failed. You have learned something. It's never a failure. When you started, let's say 2 years back, say for example, you wanted to play guitar. You bought a guitar. You started with basic guitar strings. Then it's been 2 years and you haven't touched it. I mean, we all do that. It's
Yeah.
don't take it as a failure. We always think that I have started it and I couldn't complete it. Don't think it as a failure. You have learned it. It's a skill that you
Mhm.
have. Whatever you have started, uh, whatever you have started, thank you, Sima. So whatever you have started, try to get back to that, whatever you are doing, whatever that you want to learn, uh, and do fail, please. Why do you think you can master everything? We cannot do that, right? I mean, can you be a rocket scientist, astronaut, as well as IT expert, as well as project manager? No, we cannot. But there are many things. See, don't only study for your job or just study for your exams. Study for improving yourselves. Study for better habits. Keeping yourselves disciplined. That is what is very important. However, your learning pattern is small, big, but always remember that whatever you have learned is never a waste. 2 years back, if you have learned a little bit of guitar or a little bit of piano, you start today again, you will remember at least the basics of it. You are not starting from zero. So going back is very important. uh, any skill, whether it is IT, whether it is language learning. You want to learn French, you go back, you do repetitive things. Every 3 months you're leaving it and then you're coming back. You won't start from zero, you're starting from a certain point. So don't think it is a failure. It is more like currently stop, again I'll pick it up.
Okay, that's nice. That feels good. Okay, we have Suma says, study for better habits, study for gaining skills. Whenever you learned is never wasted. Whatever you learned is never wasted. Such important things to remember. Yes, thank you, Suma, for that. And Seema says your routine is really motivating. Ujwal, kudos. I agree completely with Seema. So, Ujwal, do you have any final thoughts for our viewers? And in the meantime, if our viewers have any more questions, they can post those questions.
One thing like I would like to share you, I always tell my friends and boast myself in front of them. Uh, an IT career is not only useful for you, because see, most of the IT industry in India is outsourced, exported. The product is exported, or the code is exported to US or UK or other countries. At least 95% of our industry, IT industry, is export industry. So which
Right.
means it helps the country. The more number of exports help the country, and IT is one major exporter. India is one major exporter of IT, which
Mhm.
which is a really, we are in top five countries where we export our services, we export our product, we export our testing. uh, IT skills, and getting an IT job not only helps you, I'm being very selfish, it also helps the country. Apart from that, the especially the women that we have, uh, I would like them to be in IT. Reason is the work culture has changed. It is no more like, uh, you have to go to an office and work. It's all
Right.
remote work that you're done. You do not have to change your cities to work for the company. Okay,
Correct.
and a lot of US based companies are directly holding contracts from here to there. So, and especially in India, we are the highest number of we have the production of graduates in India.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
even if like 10% of regular graduates are able to pick up, especially women who stop their jobs after having kids or family responsibilities, if they are able to pick up a career in IT, they get a good remote work opportunities, good health benefits, and other things. So I would really ask, people to take up these IT skills and try to get jobs in IT,
That's
and
nice.
keep learning, believe in yourself.
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
very encouraging. Ujjwal, thank you for that. I'm just checking to see if there are any more questions being posted. Just for audience, I'd like to share that Unbox, as you're aware, we keep having these sessions about different topics on different topics. Now we're doing the IT and career series. So today was on IT careers. We will have other fields as well to share what kind of careers you would like us to cover. But we have a series lined up for career counseling. To check our videos, you can always visit Unbox Youth Empowerment Initiative, and they've got a string of videos posted there. There are about 15 videos. And Unbox, as you're aware, this is a social initiative started by L&D Global Hyderabad Chapter. It's a chapter full of professionals from the L&D space, HR space, and also from the psychology space. So do visit the Facebook page as well of Unbox, and also the YouTube. So YouTube is a place where we have all these recorded sessions stored. So you can always visit that and check out the videos. Comment from viewer, very exhaustive and informative session. Thank you, thank you. So if there's no more comments and questions, I think it's a wrap. Thank you so much, Ujjwal, for your time, and I'm sure a lot of people might have questions. Do share. So on our page, if you have any links that you'd like to share, any material that you'd like to push to our viewers for them to research and look at, please do share and we'll post it on the page. All right.